Hey, what's up everyone? So apparently my winter weather prediction was correct. I stated that California was going to be more dry, that we would be warmer than normal, and they put out a second forecast, and I stated that that Arctic blasts would be happening. All of these areas here that I stated, it's correct. Everything that I stated. And the coastal storms I mentioned are correct. And Arctic blasts will also take place, extreme Arctic blasts down into our area of northern Middle Tennessee, as well as the winter battle zone. So sadly, I hate that I was correct due to the fact that I didn't want to see these kind of things, but my prediction turns out that it is matching up with the Farmer's Almanac and the winter weather forecast. So, my prediction video I did a couple of weeks back that I've been meaning to make for about a month and a half, that some people stated that I already made, that they remember me making, but I didn't make it yet. It turns out that this is the forecast, and mine is pretty much, it's on point with my feeling, my gut feeling, that connection with nature that I have. It's on point with the weather forecasts. And the Farmer's Almanac, which shows frozen and snowy as well for these regions right here. I was mainly focusing for Tennessee, and I also mentioned what might happen. I stated that might be able to miss it in that area over there, and that up in here they would be frigid and snowy. And my forecast turns out to be correct. So this is the preliminary report given of the winter forecast number 2. These were by a weather network and by the winter forecast of the weather. Sorry, Mama was hollering for me. Had to pause it, but it turned out that she was wanting me to fix some soup, and then she said, "Never mind, it's okay." She said, "Forget about it." So she said, "It's okay," and she went on to rest for a little while. So, but yeah, back to this. It looks like my forecast was correct. So peace and much love. I just thought I would share with you all that expect some very big Arctic blasts. I want to show you what I stated, what I thought would happen. This other forecast here shows exactly very, very similar to what I was predicting as well. That I stated we would have frequent cold and frequent snow. Well, the Tennessee area is in for frequent cold and snow, just like 2011. 2012, and the brutal attacks of cold and lake effect snow that I predicted look to be likely for those areas as well. I mean, it's on point with my forecast. So there are various forecasts, but most of them, this was 2 days ago, the new revised forecast still shows purple ice and snow unpredictability for this area, and extreme thunderstorms in the early winter right here in this area. But yet lots of rain and possible hail and uncertainty for this area right here. I just made the craziest look. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, that's the forecast, and mine seem to be panning out almost pretty much to a T with theirs. But they also predict some wild swings in weather for us. As usual, that's pretty much a given most of the time in these areas. When you have wild swings through the central areas, that's pretty much a given, especially in the state of Tennessee. This is what we were dealing with the last time that this is what I was comparing this winter to, was 2011, 12, and 14. And this was the...
In here, it's that cold. And overnight, we got new...
That was...
See the vapor rising from Lake Michigan here. It's that...
This was the prediction. I mean, this was the year that it was so bad. One of the years it was so bad, and this is the similar scenario coming this winter.
It's so cold, Lake Michigan looks more like a hot tub. The water outside Chicago warmer than the frigid air, and ice already forming along the banks.
That was this was taking place across the country. The entire river in Missouri was frozen that year. The entire river was solid ice, and I hope it's not that bad this year, but I have a feeling that it will be very similar, very similar.
At home early Monday morning. This, but the water's been freezing inside the bottle first. I get this car scraper here, this ice scraper. You hear?
So that's what that year was like. These were the temperatures, the high temperatures at that point during the year that I'm comparing this year to. These were the high temperatures. I remember we had 7 degrees and we had 1 degree and -8. It was very, very cold. Expect a lot of frost quakes this winter as well. It might not happen right away. You're thinking, wow, look at this warm 90 degree, 100 degree weather we're experiencing right now. But yet it can drop dramatically, and when you, I'd say mid-October, we'll see some 30s, 20s and 30s. That's just my guess, at least in Tennessee. So, and this obviously was record temperatures.
Smashing through the record books.
And that was in Lake Michigan that they had these temperatures. We had some of that this previous winter. Just 7 months ago, it was -46 in some areas. So that's it's hard to think about right now, but just 7 months ago we experienced in the United States -46 degrees. So it depends upon where you live. And this was back in 2014. It happened in November.
It is way too early in the season.
And they said it was way too early in the season for the polar vortex. And this is what it was doing. And this year is similar, very, very similar. This swath of cold.
Air will advance, and everybody is going to feel the effects of it.
That was back in 2014. Now, that's what I'm saying is a very similar scenario to this year. And it's one of those things that I see a repeat of this year. Their forecasts were almost on point with mine, and I just thought I would share this piece. Stay safe and stay warm this winter. Stay cool right now. Stay as safe as possible. Peace. Signing out.